Heyo, welcome back to Chasing Hayes. Today I'm doing something different on the channel. I'm doing a film review of the new movie Disclosure Day. It came out a few days ago on Wednesday and I saw it in the cinemas on the day of release, so I thought, why not do something different here and give it a review? Or more specifically, just my overview of the film, my thoughts, what I think worked, what I think didn't work. As I mentioned in the previous video, this has been something I've been wanting to try for a little bit, so here we go. So the plot of this film is about a guy called Daniel Kellner who works for a data protection agency for the government in America. He goes on the run with some information about the truth about whether aliens exist or not. So he's essentially stolen like a bunch of USB drives with a bunch of videos on showing proof that aliens exist. And he links up with Emily Blunt's character, I can't remember her character's name now, but he links up with her and they sort of realise that they're on the same path or agenda, and it turns up into sort of a cat and mouse game between those two characters and Colin Firth's character. Colin Firth's character works for the government agency that are trying to withhold all this information about aliens because they essentially think that society will collapse if this information gets out, which kind of makes sense. So I want to start out by saying watching this film is literally like watching a master at its craft. Steven Spielberg has been making films for that long, he can easily showcase how good he is at doing it. And he does exactly that here. From the action sequences to the intense car chases, this film doesn't really let up. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there's a train sequence in this film that literally made my eyes water because of how intense it was. Not because I was upset or anything, but because I was just looking at the screen, I was locked in, I was like, what's going to happen? The suspense was incredible. The acting across the board is amazing as well. Everyone does a really great job, but Emily Blunt in particular absolutely nailed it. I think she is a great actress and she really shines in this film. She literally steals every scene she's in and brings so much energy to the role. It's class. What I found really interesting about this film was I found myself rooting for the main characters and for the villain. And I can't personally remember many films that I've seen where that happens. Colin Firth's character believes that the truth about aliens will lead to the collapse of society, whereas the main character believes that it's a truth that we all have a right to know, and that nobody, including the government, has the right to withhold that information. The film also touches upon religion and what Christians might believe if they found out superior beings like aliens were out there, which I found to be a really cool idea, and I've never seen that done in a film either before. Also got a pretty solid emotional kick. I'm not going to go into spoilers or anything. The only thing I will say that is spoilery is in regards to the ending. It's an ambiguous ending, which sometimes can work really great, sometimes not. For this film, I think it does work, but it just, for me personally, annoys me when films are ambiguous because I just want to know. I want to know the answer, like, tell me how the film ends. But in regards to this film, it does kind of work. I also watched Close Encounters of the Third Kind straight after this film in the cinema, because it happened to be on. For the first time, and I really enjoyed that film too. If you guys like alien films, or films in general, let me know in the comments below. There's another alien film by Spielberg called War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. I actually really rate that film. I think it's kind of underrated. I just like the darkness in it. It's got some quite dark themes, and how the aliens are done and stuff I thought was really cool. But for this film, I'm going to give it a 7 to a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was really solid, great acting, great storyline, really well executed, well written. Great soundtrack too, especially for an alien theme. Let me know your thoughts on this film if you've seen it as well. And if you want to hear more reviews from me, give us a shout and we can make it happen. But if you have enjoyed, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz. And I'll see you guys in a bit, YouTube. Peace.